Hey folks, Borry here. Just do another little video. It's a bit cold outside. Um, I should have a bit of money after tomorrow. Um, might I might drive as my radiator's fixed. I might drive somewhere different. I've always got ideas, which I'm very grateful for because sometimes you talk to people and they lack a lot of ideas. Um, and sometimes people are really creative and intelligent, but they lack passion and drive. And so, one of the things I wanted to quickly talk about, maybe quickly, hopefully quickly. Um, Yesterday I was really, I don't know what you'd call it, bummed out. Um, just felt heavy, and I think it was a lot of people were feeling like that for maybe reasons beyond our understanding, perhaps. But I remember I was just faced with the reality that people that are dear to me, people that I know, wasn't one person. It was just, I guess I was having a pity party to God, and just feeling like frustrated, and I know this might sound really weird, but I was I was freaked out. I was rattled because I just, that realization that certain people that, I mean, a lot of people, and including myself in some ways, that I wouldn't know about, of course, and where they we don't even have the capacity to comprehend some things, the understanding or the ability. Um, and some stuff can just be because it's not our calling, it's not what we're made for, and all that. And I get that. But even just seeing because of bad things, and I was more focused on just the bad things that limit people and stop people, and those walls that people have, those mountains that people have in the way. And it was a realization to me as well that it's all God or it's not. Um, but yeah, it was humbling, but it rattled me. There's a lot of practical things I could tell you about interactions, and it's probably within the last month that a lot of things I've been encountering and coming across, and people. When I say things, I mean people and their situations. Yeah, and it was just yesterday. Just really felt like it hit me, that reality of certain people cannot see certain things. It's like, you know, it's like a child trying to understand. Far out. It's like a 2 year old trying to understand the responsibility of working and providing for the family. It would be madness to to think that 2 year old could comprehend that. And it's not for them to comprehend that. It's not for them to, at that age and all that, to have that under, understanding and ability to even understand. So yeah, so yesterday I was just really hit with that reality, and it was very humbling and terrifying at the same time, because it was like, on one hand I was feeling selfish and having a pity party because I was like, I'm just over people, and God was saying, well, I'm not. And it made me think, thank God that you're God and no, I'm not. God, and because, oh, far out, man, just the patience and grace and mercy God has for people is beyond blow your mind. Sorry about the seriousness and heaviness of the video, but yeah, I'll try, whatever I name this vid, I'll try to put that up. Yeah, no, yeah. So a couple of things I want to show you. Oh, these chopsticks I've been making. I want to say to people, and don't take this the wrong way. I've had people go, "Oh, make me some chopsticks," and I've found too many people have wanted me to hold stuff for them, and they've even made dates of, and some not dates, but of when they want to get stuff off me, and I make it cheaper for them. But then it's like they conveniently forget about it, or blow off the occasion. And I'm just gonna sell stuff if you have the money, and I'm making it at the time. You get onto it, but I'm just a bit over. Guys, I'm just a bit over people going, "Oh yeah, keep me some of them. I'll buy some of them." It's like, get them while it's hot, or you're not getting them. With some things, I'm trying to hold stuff and all that, but you gotta understand, guys, I really need the cash most of the time. So if I make a sale or whatever, I'll make a sale. Yeah, I'm just finding that yeah, unless you want stuff or pay for it or something, um, that's how it kind of it's gonna work. But look at these. These are mulga. I I touched I touched the chopsticks to try to zoom the camera. Anyway, meant to touch them on the screen, but oh, come on. Anyway, but look at the detail. These are mulga. Oh, can you see? And there's like this knock, and there's like it looks like stripiness, like almost like fiddleback or whatever you want to call it. There's stripiness in that. Oh, it looks really nice up close. But look how I designed these chopsticks. Now take a look at it. See the ends? How they're carved in a way where they grip. They grip, but they lock in nice. So you really can eat your dead cat or your dead dog or your dog food or your sushi. They really work well. They're designed. They're seriously. You compare them to normal chopsticks. Incomparable. They're designed to really grab stuff and work well. They're high performance chopsticks, but these are mulga, and these take ages, guys. And yeah, I feel bad because originally I was like, oh, it's $20 for these, but oh, I haven't calculated the hours, but it takes from start to scratch something like these two. You're looking at, if I was full going at it, you're looking at like 6 hours worth of work, easy. And that's if I was like, from carving to hand, and they're hand carved. Yeah, so these are mulga, but yeah, I'm charging 40, not 20. But I've been making it cheaper for people like because I feel bad, $40 for chopsticks, but they're the bee's knees. A lot of people are keen on them, guys, but they're not always going to be. I'm not always going to be making them 20. I'm not always going to be making cheaper for you, and please understand, I'm not trying to be nasty or rude, but if I got them, buy them. Oh, just hit my cheek. If I got them, please buy them because yeah, I can't sit there holding stuff and reserving stuff. It's like you want them, send me the money, or like, and I'll send you them or whatever. But I'm not gonna be chasing people to make sales. I'm not. I'm an artiste. But yeah, I'm not gonna start like, oh God, you still want the product. I know what I got's good, and it's good. It's well priced, and it's there's nothing like it. It's very unique to me. Still got these she oak ones too on them. I'll show you. Just to give you an example. Like, there's a lot of work. Oh, bit too close. Bit too close. So this one obviously not finished. Mulga. It's still very raw. Hasn't got the end carved. See the two-tone? I put a spiral on it. Look at that. That's the other side to that one. Just a raw piece of, that's been axe carved too. So it's not like it just came out of the tree just like that. Yeah, just knock it out with a punch. Yeah, that's great, man. Nah, man, like, that's still being carved with the axe. Get it kind of close-ish, but not too close. So still a lot of work in these two. But yeah, so a lot of work. So this is all knife work. Just sit there with a knife. Just thought I'll show you a bit. Eventually, God willing, when I start doing editing and stuff, I'll probably you'll see the whole process and stuff. And what else was gonna say? I was gonna show you. Oh, so you might have seen the little short I did of this one, but I can make these. Unless I give you something like this, if you want these guys, little Contro bottle. Look at that. I put Borry and abbreviation of citronella oil. Now that is a fiberglass wick in there. This thing, I've already tested it a few times. It works amazing. It's got citronella in there. Looks like a Molotov. You know that song? Nah, maybe you don't. But there's a song that goes up Molotov. Yeah. But it works so well. See, I only have it in the van if it's not right next to the top, because you get a little bit of burn off the smokiness. Any oily stuff that you kind of burn is going to have that kind of smoky soot come off it. And so I normally have the van door open, and this one's a citronella coconut, and I've put a couple of little bits of oils in there, like eucalyptus and ginger. You can smell it a little bit, but just a bit more pleasant. It's nice. But yeah, this thing will burn for hours, man. Again, if you want to buy this stuff, so I bought. I'm not a big drinker at all, but I bought ages ago. It was on special. Oh, I can't even remember, but I bought 3 of these for whatever price it was. But honestly, if you wanted something like this, look, I'm probably still want $20. I know it's a beautiful lantern with a fiberglass wick. Look, these fiberglass wicks that'll last you forever. Like, so it's not something disposable. Like I said, if you have it indoors, just be careful where you put it and stuff. Don't leave it unattended. You should be able to use most oils and stuff in it. Don't use anything that you're not sure of, or it's for oils. It's an oil lantern, so you can use kerosene, which is kind of like an oil, thick, kind of like a, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, this thing's like it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's I like that, or just burn and burn. Like, I had it up to maybe there. It's on an angle, so that's why you're not getting the true reading of what's in there. So it was about to there when I filled up the start. It's gone down to there, and I've had it burning for hours on different times, and so it's quite economical. I want to do one, and like that's why I do the labels as well, because they look cool and retro. But yeah, if you want something like this off me, I can post these, but I just won't put the oil in it. Determine what you want to burn in it. I really like the citronella coconut you get from Bunnings. It smells nice, keeps some Aussies away. It doesn't have the worst. It's not a real dark burn off. Like, that's actually not that bad, believe it or not. Kerosene's way worse. Even the low, the ugly burning one. Well, what is it? The low odor one or whatever it is. Has a way more smoke than that. I try to keep the flame small with the wick size and all that, but it's a little bit bigger than, than some lanterns and stuff, just the way it is. I was going to say, I can post these. So there'll be the postage cost and at least $20. Not really worth it, even that. But like I said, by the time you buy the little bottles and fiddle around, it's a bit of a fiddle around for me. But you could even buy a few of them off me. But like I said, guys, why it's available, why I'm doing this stuff, hit me up. Take action. Like I said, I just got too many people going, oh, save me a pair when you come down, or I want a pair, and then it's like you make it, and then they're like, oh, next week when I get paid and stuff. I even brought something somewhere one time, and it's not nasty. I'm not hurt or offended. I'm just like, oh, guys, like, you want it, you grab it when you're ready. You know what I mean? Don't have it. Like, chase me. Because I'm not going to chase you. And I have really good stuff, handmade stuff. And I know it's good, and I need to start walking in that, in a sense. I need to be like, no, it's a good thing. If you want it, you chase me. You hassle me. And I've got a lot of happy customers. But how cool are these? I think they're cool. I love how I'm not using cotton wicks, the fiberglass ones, because they pretty much last for forever. Really, they don't wear out. They really don't. I'll make them slightly longer too. See how it's curled in the bottom a little bit. So if for whatever reason somehow you shortened it, which really wouldn't unless you're playing with it heaps. You got that a bit of extra wick in there, but yeah, like, look at that. I probably will develop these in different ways, and different kind of I want to come up with some sort of glass covering as well and stuff. That would be cool. But these are pretty cool as they are. I'm just gonna name them whiskey lanterns. I like that. It just reminds me of the New Orleans, swamp people. It's like I need some light while I pick my banjo. Ding 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 ding. Light up some whiskey lanterns. Also, I also want to go to Sydney, because everyone in Sydney, they talk like this, mate, and they say things like killer. It's like if I went and visited Sydney, I come back and they talk really intense like me. and they really elaborate with their mouth. They're really intense because Sydney's a busking, busy, killer place. And yeah, come back with an accent like this and talk like this. Oh, sorry. That's just a thing I picked up on. Like, people from Sydney talk like that. I just thought that was funny. You're probably like, weird. But as you can see, it just beautifully just burns away, bottoms away. I have tested this for hours and hours just to see how it performs. So what's actually happening? Your wick is just a conduit for the oil or whatever you're burning. What happens is it sucks up, and that's what the flame's burning, the oil. So it's slowly getting used up in there. You can see how economical for the size of the flame. I mean, the flames, you know. What does it look like back here? But yeah, I thought, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're cool. So I haven't even got the door open because I got chainsawing going on for a few days. It's kind of annoying, but I guess they're doing what they can. I mean, what they have to do, the guys, whatever they're cutting and all that. So that's why I had the door closed. But yeah, it does get a little bit of smoke build up. It's probably not good to have no ventilation at all, especially because the flame is a bigger one than some lanterns. There's a lot of burn off and flame going on. Yeah, how cool's that? But yeah, do them for at least $20, then postage. You know, you might be like, you might want something specific written on it. Maybe it's going to be. I wonder if that's going to say Borry to you because it's all inverted. Anyway, but yeah, it says Borry and Citro, like for citronella oil, so you know what to put in it. I just found, this is what I've read. I don't know how true it is. I haven't really tested it, but you kind of got to keep using what you put into it, just the way it works. I think it just struggles, like the mix and all that. So, if you're using citronella oil, just stick to citronella oil. Unless you replace the wick. But yeah, so these up for $20 a pop. As far as what bottles I use, just give me a second. Blow that out. Look at that. As far as what bottles I use, as well, I'm not. Probably using Jack Daniels, little Jack Daniels. Yeah, so, and it actually is whiskey, but that's probably what you'll get. Look, if you're really keen and you got the cash, you could probably go, oh, what can you get or something. Might see if I can hustle these out because you want the metal lids. But yeah, these look pretty cool. These will look pretty cool, and I can still put the labels on that area there, kind of thing. Yeah, so please, let me know if you're up for grabs. Still very tough financially. I'm just grateful I got my radiator fixed, and yeah, and that's why I haven't just buzzed off, and I'm showing you really cool videos of being somewhere different. It's just, yeah, I'm just waiting on when I have some more cash and all that. So to do, kind of trying to plan a trip to Adelaide. So I'm in Mount Gambier. If you're just tuning in. Yeah, so it's a bit of chatting there about just how it's feeling and a bit of talk on spiritual things. If you're only watching this video, it's probably the less funny of my videos, and just because I do feel, like I said, I'm still kind of I'm almost feeling like I'm hungover from yesterday, with my pity party. And I think, I mean, this is just some wisdom from myself, I guess, or life. And I find sometimes you will have a pity party or feel down, and that's okay. Just don't stay there. Staying there can really fester and turn into something bad. I'll give you an example, and this has happened to me, especially when it comes to. I mean, this is going to sound weird, but it's so true. When you get bullied or, let's say, pushed around spiritually, there's attacks coming at you, and you get down in the dumps, because that will happen to you eventually, especially if you walk in the spirit. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, because tomorrow's a new day. Like, I've already feel so much better today. It's a new day. And I even said that to someone yesterday. I was like, I'm going to feel better tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. In the past, I've had attacks. I remember one time when I was bullied spiritually. And I went for this stage. It went for like a whole month of, I need to harden up. I need to be strong. I need to be formidable, and I've been too soft. And at the time I was singing. I was doing a lot of singing in church, and at the time, something, whether people saw it or not, I don't care, but something was getting birthed in me with my voice and just the singing and my spirit, where it was just, the only way I could describe it was beautiful what was happening and what I was seeing and what was coming out. And right at when that bullying attack came against me, and I made the decision. I know it sounds funny, but I was playing a lot of God of War, which is this angry Kratos character that's angered at the gods, and I thought, yeah, I need to be more like that. So I was 100%. I was so influenced by that game in a bad way, and like now, stuff like that, it just won't influence me that way. I just see it as a separate thing or entity to me. But at the time, I was like, I need to harden up. I need to be more formidable, and and I was really getting bullied, like, from a few angles. And I'll be honest, I didn't even know it. I just knew I was struggling, and certain people were just pushing me around. It was quite spiritually violent, and all that. And yeah, I thought it'd harden up, be like Kratos. The gods have forsaken me. But yeah, I was getting real angry and all that, and then I was just fortunate and blessed, because my pastor at the time, he just went, "What's going on?" And I told him, and he just goes, "Hey man, nah, like, that's just wrong, and it's twisted." And he really walked me through it, and I was able to put that to a rest. that attitude and that, you know. But I noticed something, and I'm not saying I completely lost it, but I definitely lost that at the time. But that place I was going with the worship and the singing, that delicate, beautiful, it was like an angelic place. It really broke that, and I did know that. I saw that. I felt it. I noticed it. It really crushed that. And in hindsight, and I can only see this in hindsight in that regards, I see why the enemy did that to me. He was breaking that where I was going. But yeah, it's yeah. So, what was my point? You know, you will get bummed. You will get down. But tomorrow's a new day, and just understand that you're in a spiritual war. Especially when you when you choose to follow God. And I hope that encourages someone out there. I hope, you know, and look, your attack might not just be a day thing. I get that. But just remember, there's a personality, there's a very cunning enemy, a sleepless enemy that's out to destroy you. And he's always ready to destroy, especially if something good's coming your way. So take heart. So I'm going all weird because it's just how I'm wired up. I'll talk about things and I'll pick up on things spiritually. I'll realize things and I'll hear things. And that's why I'm getting all kind of spaced out, because I'm like, hang on, I'm realizing this and this while I'm talking. And that happens to me nearly all the time on certain topics when I go into them. But yeah, hang tough, guys. Like some of yous have been, different people, you know, reach out to me if you can. Not all of yous are going to be able to reach out to me, or I want to connect with everyone, because the reality is, I'm hoping the YouTube gets bigger than just, you know, Borry and his crowd of friends. And I'm just, the reality is, if it gets too big, I'm not going to be replying and having big conversations with everyone. That's just nothing personal. It's just how the nature of things. And you know, I think when things develop and grow, new challenges arise, and that's one thing you can be assured of, is new challenges in new territories, and don't be ignorant of that. If you get what I mean, guys. Don't be ignorant of that. You know, don't step into a promise or something good and expect everything's just going to get better and better, and my whole life suddenly unchallenged or untested. No. He's always, anything good will get tested. Anything real good, anything special, anything of God, anything of worth will get tested. That goes for especially relationships. That, you know, new job, new career, changing job. This is what I've always wanted to do. Yep, testing before, even testing once it comes. And it's also, some things are good. They're great. They're your calling. But not to make an idol of those things. And that'll get tested. You know, don't make an idol of things that you really want. Yeah, so I've actually had that happen to me a few times. I'm not saying it won't happen to me again. And I've got that attitude towards YouTube. Like, as much as I want it to go somewhere, I refuse to make this an idol. I refuse to like I was saying in another video, one of the prior videos, where hopefully you can hear me over the chainsaw, but over the prior video, one of the prior videos where I was saying how I knew it was a good sign that I could talk to people about good things happening in my life, and YouTube was a very small part of that. And again, it's not because I'm like deliberately, like the guy that chicks love, like treat them mean, keep them keen. If I treat my YouTube followers mean, then they'll be keen on me. Nah. It's not a tactic. It's just I won't make it an idol, and like I keep saying, I want to really keep it real. With my YouTube, I want to, I will really want it to be a thing where you listen. Oh, well, it's a place. I want it to be a place where, again, I know you guys hear this all the time. If you listen to my stuff, like something you can put on and be cozy in the background, and there's a little bit of humor, heart, deep stuff, spiritual stuff, and just knowledge on things you might not even be interested in. But because of bushcraft survival stuff, it's pretty broad. Anything from cooking to whittling a spoon, or like, I was saying, sorry, my nose is, yeah, anyway, big snogging, a lot of problems in a big nose like that. Anything, yeah, like, even if, and I did say this in one of my real early vids, don't even remember which one, but, like, like I was saying, a lot of things are cute. They're cute. I find people can be so cute. There's little fads, but they're not, I don't think all fads are, like, cringy. Like, I think some fads are cool and you actually can learn skills from them and stuff that can stick with you. And hindsight can show you that too. But yeah, like for example, there might be a fad where young kids, I'm making stuff up. It could be a thing, but say there's a fad that young kids get into survival and getting back into the bush because everything's becoming so technology and, like bushcraft. There's bushcraft stuff that's fatty. Oh, for sure. Like seeing people's, I know, probably still is a thing. I don't really know. I haven't really been following it, but I know it was a fad to, and I don't mean it's a bad thing. Please don't think I'm dissing. I'm not dissing your track, homie. Okay? And I'm doing all these gang symbols that gang people are like, he just said, doesn't make sense, man. There was a fatty thing on Instagram, if it still is, I think it is, where it's bushcraft, but it will just be a picture, and it's all this people's knives and their kit, and they're like, this is my kit, and it's all neat little photo, and it's fatty. It's fatty in the sense it's fatty and beefy like me. No, fatty. Not yeah, but yeah, and you'll have these pictures of people's gear, and it's like, in a sense, it's like they're outdoor bushmen, bushcraft hype beasts. Look at my gear. It's like I live in a city and I never go outdoors, but it looks like I do, and I'm prepared to. And I don't think it's cool, man. Like, it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. I mean, be honest about it, embrace it. I am. Like, I'm not going to mind the language, but it's the only way I can say it, but I'm not going to bullshit you and tell you, oh, I'm in you know, I'm in some location I'm not, or that life's something that it's not. Yeah, so that's what you're gonna get from me. You want a real dude. I actually saw someone else on the internet talking about that realness and how it propelled them because of their realness and their bluntness. And yeah, I am starting to see. I think it is a thing. It wasn't just in my head, but there's people that are craving the real thing, and I just find a lot of stuff on the internet, guys, is so it's just a quick attention span, and we're all like, I'm one of them, guys. Trust me, I catch myself doom scrolling. My mum doom scrolls now, like just all the quick little things, the dopamine hits, and our short attention spans, and and I feel like this is against that, because it's like, nah, you're watching something cozy and maybe educational, for sure, or just feel good with him in the background, and he doesn't demand my attention. Even the way my videos are released, I'm quite spasmodic. It's not like every day Borry releases a vid. Sometimes I do like 2 videos, and then, I might wait a couple of weeks or a week, or, I did this video, like I said, kind of coming back of a hangover of being bummed, and just thought, no, just put something out there, in the essence of keeping it real, and I try to throw a few things in there. Looking around any other toys and stuff I've got lately. Oh, there is something I'll show you. I'm all over the shop, eh? Bushcraft and blether. So this is a 12-volt blower. Eventually, don't wait around for it, because who knows when this could happen. Eventually, I've already tested it. I could do it in front of you. Got 12-volt thing. I got a really nice solar system. Tom, if you're watching. But look at this. Check this out. Cause you're worth it, man. You look like a mullet. Just looks like a mullet. Look. Yeah, man. Yeah. You like my mullet? Oh, is it? Look at that. I didn't actually mean to do that. I just noticed it, and I was like, ooh, ooh. Pantene Pro V. No. It's serious. But yeah, I want to make a little forge out of that eventually. Like a little a forge I can take on the road, and forge stuff. How cool would that be? But a little blower like that would do it. And like I said, I got a good system, 12-volt system, to easily run that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I bought that for like $4. Like $4, man. Little blower like that, can't go wrong, mate. Can't go wrong. So I just thought I'd show you that. But so with all the bushcraft, survival, crafting, all of that, and then I'll probably still miss stuff there, prepping. One thing you'll find, guys, some people more than others, it is a skill, an eye you develop, is to gather, to use your creativity and planning. Even if the planning's in your head a lot, like me, because a lot of that planning is in my head, and it's not as good. It is good to write down. But you plan and you to get to places. It's like having a van. It all starts with vision and planning and seeing it and taking steps towards it. Most things are like that. So, otherwise it won't happen. You'll just be full of talk. And you'll be like, how come this person... Have you noticed... I'll tell you a good way to know if you're full of crap. And you're not a person of your word. Is if you constantly find yourself looking around you and when you see successful people and it frustrates you, how come they got stuff happening and I never have stuff happening? And you feel like you just... It's like your life's just full of cringe because you don't get anywhere. It's because you lack vision and spine to stick to what you say. You'll find if you stick to what you say, you'll say less. But what you do say, you do. And it packs a punch, what you do. Because suddenly you're serious. Imagine if what you said and did, you took it really seriously. What if it was life and death to you? What if your word was life and death is in the power of the tongue? What if you really believed life and death is in the power of your tongue? In your no's, in your yeses. What if? I could say a lot there, but I'll leave that there. I really could say a lot. But yeah, have a think about that. Something to think about. And because the truth is, your tongue, what you say to people, what they hear you say, what you say to their face, very powerful. More powerful than most people know. And I might share more on that next time, but I'll leave that for now. This is a long video. Thank you, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please, guys. Again, really matters a lot. Thank you very much.